que se hace con la ardilla. Esta ya es.
Resurgence.
¿Dónde
Stay
van?
alive. Keep the squad in the fight. All right, soldier.
No, ahí está moviendo.
Let's go get after it.
La ardilla se fue por allá.
Bueno.
Sí, estuvo puesto, sí.
Ochue.
Into the area. Watch the sky.
¿Qué pacho?
Hostile UAV in the area.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Sigue jugando esa hueá?
Sí, ven, juega.
Enemy UAV overhead.
No.
Enemy destroyed.
Me duele la cabeza, ¿sabes?
Hunt down the rest of them.
Me fue por eso, me duele la cabeza, bro. ¡Cuac!
Está. Sí, ves, sí. Maricón.
Me uno,
Ya te llevo. ¿Tienes gente ahí? Cuidado, que escucho un man ahí. Ahí cuando ya te vi. Pero dispara, no deja.
Soldier incoming.
¿De dónde que estoy disparando? Te llevo un man ahí también,
You have reinforcements inbound.
No mueras que ya te llevo. Ahí está la escalera.
Unfortunately, over that long career, he's also managed to accumulate a long list of people with unpleasant stories about what it's like to work with him. Gina Davis has written about Murray forcing a massage device on her and yelling derogatory things at her.
¡Qué
Richard
mala
Dreyfuss
pata!
said
¡Puta madre!
the producer on that film has talked about Murray's role
Puta, ¿dónde está? Hay un man aquí arriba.
Fire over here.
publicly about the quote inexcusable and unacceptable language Murray directed at her on the phone. She's had Number 9.
At Sierra, Jessica and her mom discovered a plethora of yoga gear at stellar prices.
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
Shia LaBeouf.
Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Hit shows and blockbusters. Shia LaBeouf grows into an artist in film.
Inbound.
Publicity stunts, and according to some, he can also transform into a bit of a jerk.
Okay, here's the dream. Your B minus, dream gone.
Shia is notorious for his temper and belligerent attitude, even leaving the Broadway production of Orphans he's slated to star in due to constant bickering and fights with his co-stars.
Resurgence. Go get your revenge. You have reinforcements inbound.
Very disappointed. Regardless of what people feel about the events that happen, we expect communication to be private because everyone wants this process to be as peaceful as possible.
According to some, however,
Enemy
the
soldier
work was
incoming.
straight up fun. Number 8. Edward Norton
Remaining operators from that squad.
So it
Hunt them
comes as
down.
no surprise that he takes his craft extremely seriously.
Quit your crying. I can't understand a goddamn word you're saying.
Enemy destroyed. Use the attack map to hunt down the rest of them.
Norton has a reputation for
loco.
shadow directing.
Hay un man aquí abajo que empacho.
Sat in on the editing for American History X because he didn't trust Tony Kaye, and often clashed with the studio during The Incredible Hulk over creative differences.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
While the people behind the film said the dispute was blown out of proportion in the media,
Enemy dropping into the
promo
AO.
tour was planned for the movie, Norton didn't do any promotion following its release. So, yeah. Number 7, Jennifer Lopez.
Contract was more than usual, so get it done, soldier.
While 2019's Hustlers was very well received, Lopez
Enemy UAV is online.
for her reputation. Although she's known as a very hard worker, Jenny from the Block has been called out in the past for so-called diva behavior.
Do not just poke me. Don't you touch me, you that tramp. Oh.
She's been said to often make ridiculous demands, like numerous 5-star hotels to stay in, and her
Hostile
own private
UAV in the
jet
area.
traveling to Diva style. All on some diamonds.
She was supposed to be going
¿Qué estás jugando aquí?
¿Ah?
but she asked
¿Qué estás
for a
jugando?
private plane.
Clubes.
She also asked for exorbitant
Ese huevo.
amounts, that's what they're saying, of hotel rooms for her huge entourage.
And the kicker? She refuses to perform if her demands are not met. We guess it's too bad her demands were met in the case of Gigli.
What?
Number 6, Steven Seagal.
The police are looking for you, but I'm gonna have to kill you first.
It seems increasingly difficult for Seagal to find credible work these days. Lord knows it's been a long
Quack.
Ahí adentro hay una caja, adentro hay una caja. Ahí adentro hay una caja.
That may have something to do with the fact that he's supposedly a nightmare on set. Not only is Seagal cited as being highly critical of others, he's also been known to physically intimidate cast members.
And he Aikido'd me against the brick wall. Pow! Knocked all the air out of me. And I was like, what? What?
He purportedly slammed comedian John Leguizamo against the wall simply for laughing at him. Because, you know,
Head to the
it's
safe
not allowed
zone.
to be funny.
Gas
Put
is
it this
closing
way,
in.
Henry Rollins has stated he'd rather drink latex paint than work with Seagal.
If you thought you could save the world, but nobody would know it when you might have to give your life in doing it.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Direct ready for deployment.
Don't sit there and
Vente,
see the
que
cast
pato,
of
vente, que
Glee
pato.
reflected its show's name when the cameras were not rolling. Rather, Leah Michelle, who played one of the singing stars, Rachel Berry, took on the cutthroat mentality of a real high school diva when it came to her behavior on set.
Don't use the fact that Jesse and I once had feelings for each other as an excuse for my inevitable
¿Lo
life.
escuchaste?
According to reports, Michelle was rude to all involved with production, making the cast and crew stand around and wait extensively until she was ready to begin shooting. Crew members also claim Michelle refused to speak to junior members of the Glee staff. On top of that, in 2020,
dropping into the
co-star
AR.
Samantha Ware said Michelle made her first
Aquí está, aquí está, aquí
living hell, and described repeated instances of traumatic microaggressions towards the rapper. She got bad press in her recent Broadway appearance, but was that a real
Hay otro abajo, hay otro abajo, hay otro abajo.
Number 4, Sean Penn.
Sean Penn, you rude. Dumb, rude, full of fun.
Fire sale is action. Fire station prices are adjusted.
2016, that infamous Mexican
Oh,
drug
ese
lord
hueputa.
El
Control of the
Chapo
device.
met and interviewed with actor Sean Penn. The most reasonable question
Con el-
asked by the
vamos a la
public
izquierda.
was, why?
No,
What
porque
qualifications does Penn
hacia la
have?
izquierda podemos ir, pero tenemos que ir a la derecha.
We're gonna put all our focus, all our energy, all our billions of dollars on the bad guy.
Ahí.
Well, if he were to respond to that question, we probably wouldn't be able to publish it due to explicit language and its overall awful message. Though known as a great actor, he is also famous for allegedly being incredibly rude
Resurgence
and
is
an
about to
overall
end.
jerk.
Make it count.
Por allá.
And although they are indeed serious, he won't even discuss the allegations of domestic abuse lobbied against him. And instead, we're just going to focus on his very real identity as a
Acabo, lo
nightmare to
escucho.
work with.
My own little daughter, and I can't even fight her.
Allegedly hostile and intimidating.
Enemy soldier incoming. Target down. Marking the rest
We
of them.
weren't expecting it either, but apparently this funny man is not.
Hay un más arriba, hay un más arriba, hay un más arriba.
Enemy UAV overhead.
He's constantly called, quote, moody and temperamental, and many complain about the degree of control Mike Myers feels he should be able to exhibit over the cast and crew.
Right now we've got freedom.
Many executives in the industry have refused
Fire
to
sale's
work with
over.
and
Adjusting
rumor has it
prices.
He even had a crew member fired for looking him in the eyes on a particularly bad day. Not Ruby, baby.
That's where I see things just a little differently.
Contractor,
no. I will not.
Voy porque tengo más acá arriba.
¿Dónde?
Number
Aquí arriba el techo.
Klaus Kinski.
Si ves, snipers.
Even the most difficult of actors tends to make a few friends in the industry. And even if they
¡Esa es tu madre! Esa es. Cosa más
And
fuerte.
sometimes you have people like Klaus
Negrita, Josué.
Resurgence has been deactivated.
No, no, yo voy a caer, yo voy a caer, yo voy a
This is the end game.
13 segundos, 13 segundos. Quédate ahí con el cuerno, no te vayas, quédate con el cuerno. Voy a coger mis cosas, voy a coger mis cosas. Quédate con el cuerno, no te vayas.
Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done.
Hijo de puta,
We've
loco.
got 10 squads active in the field.
jugando con
Additional
Square.
target added while time remains. Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
Kinski has been described as insane, prone to frequent blowups. There really is no comparison to his madness.
Devolvieron mis bombas, loco.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest.
All squad
Compra ahí un
mates are in
vídeo,
the
¿dónde
safe
está?
zone.
Estás con nosotros.
Gas is moving.
Puedo ir a comprar un UAV rapidito.
Dale, yo te curo, dale.
Enemy UAV is online.
If you want to know.
Requesting recon flyover.
LDVR ready for launch.
Compré un cluster también.
Bueno. Ya mira, comprar algo yo. Cúreme ahí. No tengo para el cluster.
If you want to know how Pennywise lives
UAV is bingo fuel, returning to base.
around to the end of this video.
Solo un man en
Hijo de puta.
Hello and welcome to Horror History. My name is Professor Stephen World, also known as Shaggy, also known as and we'll be discussing one of Stephen King's most iconic monsters, Pennywise. Also known as It, also known as the Deadlights, also known as Roger.
Can't move in here, possible enemy here. Scratch that, can't move in here.
It's causing some trouble that the events of the 1986 novel actually happened. On the other hand, actual intelligence
Aquí lo que viene el mal,
serial killer John Wayne
Safe zone is a long way from your location. Move like you mean it.
things to more than 30 victims.
Arriba nosotros.
Crawl space of his basement. Not so different forces into the sewers below Derry Lane. Pennywise in the movie is depicted as one of the shape-shifting creature known as It, who resided in a lair at the bottom of Derry's sewage system for hundreds of years. But in the novel, it's much more.
5 squads still operational in the AR.
It over 1
Por se fue por izquierda.
Taking effective fire.
In the beginning, there was an endless void known as the Macroverse, which was inhabited only by a celestial force referred to as the Other. The Other created 2 additional inhabitants of the Macroverse, one protector called Matcher and the Turtle, and one shapeshifting entity called the Deadlights. The 2 were become natural enemies. The Turtle was kind and all-knowing, but did not like to involve itself in
Get to the safe zone. Got an extra valuable opportunity here. Don't miss your shot.
Speaking of which, its main form of sustenance is fear.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Time to flight 5 seconds. Out.
You've made it to the top 10. Three squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. Only 4 remain. Finish the job.
Because they were capable of an unprecedented level of fear.
Primary objective complete. Good work.
The impact scared away the inhabitants such as antelope, fish, bats, and others. The impact crater was devastated, but the area would be taken back. The impact also stimulated became trapped in the ice age. In the year 1715, it would thaw out and arise from this slumber, thus marking the beginning of the cycle that would repeat roughly every 27 years.
13 kills, chúpalo.
But that hasn't stopped locals from They're a party of 330 settlers named after the town in Ireland from which they hailed. They started to create a civilization along the Kentucky River, and Derry Township became
11 kills.
Still is, my right boys?
In 1743, every single settler disappeared without trace.